Hey y'all, I'm back again. Ooh-wee, yeah. I've been feeling like a bad bitch all day. I love that girl, man. Listen, that music, that remember Mary J. Blige used to make music like that when she was hurt, she's in her feelings. She made some hits. You hear me? Cardi B made some hits with that shit, man. Y'all, man, there's some songs I done heard, child, and I'm like, damn, I ain't never heard this one. You know what I'm saying? Man, listen. How about Shower Tears? Ooh-wee. She got another one too, but it's a bit raunchy. I try not to fuck with that one, cause that ain't my thing. You know, I ain't in that position. that position. Come on, Spirit. What's the message? Anyway, I've been feeling like a bad bitch all day. And if you the bitch in my vision, you in the goddamn way. Oh, serendipity. Yep, somebody feeling themselves. That girl's something else, boy. Hey, leave me alone. Listen, I know what I know, right? We got 18 and we got 43. We got 9 and 7. Deep knowing. Spiritual transformation. To the sea. Take them baths, baby. Them spiritual baths. They go another 7. The month of July could be significant. Somebody's birthday could be July 18th. Somebody could be 43. Somebody could be born in 77. September 7th. All that glitters. All that glitters ain't. They go another 7. 777. Wow. All that glitters ain't gold. Right? Don't be taking no wooden nickels. Don't just accept things on face value. Right? Deep meditation, cleansing, clearing. Some of you guys could get a lot of clarity around water, or you need to be around water, whether it's taking a bath or going to the beach, to the ocean. Take it how it resonates. Some of you guys can like to sail. All right, but there's some wisdom here. I feel like with the serendipity, I feel like you're getting comfortable with your intuition. You're trusting yourself more. You meditate. You question. You seek answers. You understand all that glitters. That the material thing is nice, and it's good to have. Right. It makes life a little easier. Right. But having the material things cannot. Don't let that be your idol. Right? Don't worship it. Just like you don't worship money. Right? Don't do that. Don't give it that kind of power, because you already know, right? What people do for money. And I'm not just saying doing anything bad or illegal. Like, we could overwork ourselves, to try to have it happy. That joy, that freedom, that peacefulness, right? That freedom from the constraints of you having to live a certain way and put in so much work in order to have or think that to achieve material gain, or even accept, right, people, places, and things that will lift up your ego, but you kind of sell your soul short, right? You choose. Anyway, I'm not saying that like there's 8, 6 and 2, 26 or 62 could be significant. 16 could be significant. All right. I'm not saying that hard work. I mean, of course, if those, it's good to want nice things and to value things and want to achieve things. You know what I'm saying, but don't let, anytime that you feel like you're sacrificing yourself, or your moral, your integrity, right, your self-respect, your self-esteem, your self-worth, to have something, you're going too far, right? What's going on here? We got the 4 of Cups, discontent. Ace of Wands. Deep knowing. Apathy. Uninspired. Is that all there is? Boredom. Somebody's bored. I feel like you're coming into a new cycle. I'm picking up the energy. I want to do something different, something new. Expanding your potential, right? Ace of Wands. Some kind of inspiration. You feel like you need inspiration. We got the High Priestess right onto the sea. Come on, man. Your subconscious accepting of life's mysteries, wisdom, esoteric energy, right? Seeking now, right, those things that are unknown, those things that we take for granted, those things that are hidden deeper within our psyche, right? Because, when we're in the material world, 7 of Cups, right up under all that glitters, look at that. Creative inspiration, imagination, delusions, right? I'm still picking up, choosing things because of what it looks like, right? Something, no longer choosing surface things, but choosing something that has substance, that can fulfill. Somebody wants more. Somebody wants more. And somebody realizes that there is more. There's more to know. But now, it's almost as if you can see things from a different perspective. Whereas before, where we used to make choices out of our emotions, right? Our feelings, our lustful spirit, or whatever was driving us, you know what I'm saying? Before we got into alignment, right? And then making your way there to all there is. But yeah, I feel like somebody is really seeking more. What else? Is this it? I mean, this is what we, do. Put in this work. We do all this shadow work and trying to heal and work on ourselves. Knight of Swords. What is this? Bravery, courage, and conflict. Sudden action. Competitive fighter. Career-minded. You got a lot. There's so many things you want to do, you want to try. But it's like being able to see the traps, right? Some of you guys could feel, being able to see the traps, the illusions that people, places, and things create, right? Being cautious of that. Okay, so I feel like some of you guys, you're ready to move forward, you're ready to do a new thing, but you're feeling like, you're scared that you're going to fall into the same energy that you were in before. So you could be holding back, right? You're very cautious of people, places, and things. You don't make friends easy. You don't open yourself. You're not very vulnerable. But you're also somebody that you could overwork. You could be an overachiever, always feeling like you got to be doing something. But being cautious not to get caught up in the matrix, right? Not to get caught up in the image. Pride, ego. 10 of Cups. Yeah, you want the real deal. You want the real deal. Yes, you do. You could be blocking yourself from this opportunity to have this happiness, because Spirit's saying you need to find it within yourself first. So if you're still thinking that something outside of you is going to make you happy, that's where you're in this High Priestess to the sea and this water energy. This deep, immersion, going deep within, so that you don't trick yourself, right? What we got here, we got the 4 of Swords in the reverse. Some of you guys could have sleepless nights. This could really be on your mind a lot. Completion, harmony, gratitude. You want to be with people that are aligned with you. And you're in this energy of gratitude. And it's almost like Once you come out of the chaos and you finally get balance, it's scary, right? Because in all actuality, you got to go back in there, but you're not going back in as the same person. If you want to live life, you have to go back. You have to get back on the horse. If you want to ride like everybody else riding, not saying you want to be like everybody else, but you want to be a part of. You want to be connected to humanity, right? So you can't be of course, you be very discerning. You're very discerning. 9 of Cups, loving yourself, giving to yourself, fulfilled, and that's what Spirit said. You have to do those things. You have to make yourself happy. You stop looking. I'm just saying. That's what I'm hearing. You could be very prideful. I'm just gonna say it. Some spirit prideful. Somebody's watching you. This could be a business rival. This could be. It's a deceitful person. It's a younger energy as well. It's a younger energy. I feel like you guys have really been obedient with your triggers or anything that's divisive towards where you're trying to go. Some of you could be overcoming addictions, and it doesn't just have to be drugs. It could be food, it could be sex, it could be people, places, things, right? So you could be overcoming a lot. And now that you overcome a lot, what you find around you, it's like nothing. Now you have to seek out those people that have similar values as you do, right? Because you removed yourself from those that don't, where you wish not to be. That's what you've done, right? 11:55 on the clock. What we got? The Magician. Come on now. Who is this deceitful person that's spying on you? Watching you manifest. Somebody's watching you change, transform. Somebody's seeing. See, I feel like you have everything you need. That's why you're in that gratitude energy, right? You're not in need or want for anything. It's just that, that companionship, right? Somebody's watching you. Somebody's seeing you get, be satisfied and have abundance. But see, that's people, they watching you heal. That's it. That's it. What we got here. Judgment in reverse. Self-doubt and indecision. Somebody refuses to take a look at themselves. They refuse to take accountability. They refuse to do whatever healing work, because I promise you, if you healing, you ain't watching nobody else. you ain't got time for that, because you're in the thick of your own shit, right? There's somebody, yeah. They could be doubting your change. They could be, saying you're not, as happy. Maybe they feel like you're wearing a mask. Take it how it resonates. But there's definitely somebody watching you. What? Ooh, child, what'd I say? There's somebody watching you, baby. They see you. But this isn't a good person. The death card. Ooh, child, you made a difference. Whatever you put down, baby. Listen, you put an ending to something with the 10 of Cups here. Yeah, no. You put an ending to sacrificing yourself. Okay. Oop, thank you, Spirit. Look at this. The Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. Yeah. You put an ending to imbalance. You put an ending to, just settling, right? Toxic environments, making commitments that don't serve you. This is you moving away. This is you elevating yourself. And how we do that? We heal. We heal our trauma. We heal the fucking parts of us that make us do the dumbest shit that we think are dumb. Not what other people think. We know when we fucking up. Okay? Yes. And that's an imbalance between work, family, commitments, and you're in toxic environments. Somebody sees that you put it into that. Yeah. You have, like, oh, there that gratitude again. You made a consistent effort. You have good income. You could have some material wealth, right? You're self-sufficient, but you're not egotistical, right? You're not flaunting. You're just doing what normal people do. Thank you, Spirit. The Sun in reverse, injustice, loneliness, isolation, disappointment, and depression. That's where you are. That's where you are. You don't see, or maybe you didn't see, somebody didn't see that there was some kind of justice that you were going to have. Yeah, somebody's watching you get justice. Somebody watch you transform and alchemize whatever it was you had to clean up. You cleaned that shit up. You cleaned your house. You cleaned them closets out. You swept. You swept that shit out your life. Come on now. Look. Ooh, look at this mother. Yeah. Yes, baby. You cleaned yourself up, baby. Yeah. That self-imposed energy. Yeah, because when we make the choice to be around situations, when we make the choices to fulfill our lower vibrational energies, when we make those choices, we put ourselves in those positions, right? And you got justice, fairness, truth, cause and effect, right? Listen. Yeah, somebody feeling real stuck right now. They stubborn. Somebody could feel like, they're not really moving forward in life. They could have a job, but they still stuck in their toxic energy, though. They still doing things that create lack in their own life, right? And they watch you. And they sneaky, they deceptive, they still in that energy. They still a little rascal. I feel like somebody didn't believe that the change or the transformation that you made was legitimate. Maybe somebody felt like you were just putting on a front, right? I heard fronting for the camera, for the gram. That's what I heard, fronting for the gram. Six of Cups. Ooh, come on, look at this in the struggle position. Yeah, bad memories, childhood memories, trauma. Hello, Two of Swords. Right. Yeah, you balanced yourself out. You had to make a difficult choice, but you did, and you kept the peace. That's another lesson, right? We don't go out. We don't leave out the door, and before we go, we tear up the whole everybody, all the shit in the house. You hear me? We don't do that shit. When you left, you may have done it in the past. You may have tore some shit up before you walked away from some shit. You hear me? But when you walked away and you didn't cause no destruction, listen, that's when you know it's a wrap. That's when you know it's a wrap. Somebody didn't believe it. And you were self-destruct, right? Right? Listen. Anger, rage, resentment, and guilt. You put an end to it. You said, no, I'm not finna. I don't need to do it. I need to go fucking heal. You heard me? I need to go fucking heal. That's what you said. That's what you did. Happy. But that comes with a price. That's a part of the healing process too, because when we release everything we know, as toxic as it may fucking be, we still sometimes feel like, what the fuck is next? And that's that energy. That's what I'm talking about. That's where I feel like some of y'all are. You're in that energy of what's next. Now you got your guard up because a lot of motherfuckers were playing in your fucking face. You hear me? So now you analyze everybody, right? You don't just jump in like you used to, and that's all right. And that's what your intuition, that's your defense mechanism. Listen to it. It ain't time yet because you ain't there yet. You ain't found them. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming. Emotionally. Feelings of sadness. Unsure. And you also put an ending to relationships like this as well, where you were in a relationship but you still felt like you was by yourself, right? Disappointment, depression. Two of Pentacles in the reverse. Unable to make a decision, financial loss. Somebody said, listen, I'm tired of fucking being like this. And somebody was really went down and sat down and said, what the fuck is wrong with me? Why do I keep choosing this shit? Why? Hello? Ace of Pentacles, baby. Yes, sir. There you go. And that's what you manifested. That's what you listen, and that's what you're going to get. And that's what you're going to get. An equally balanced relationship. You put the toxicity down. The star, baby. You did the healing. You heard? Alright, that's your message. I will see y'all. Deuces. Y'all stay up.